Hey guys, it's Wade from PSGD. It's the Ghost Recon Wildlands open beta weekend. I've put together a little bit of footage of the game itself and what I've enjoyed so far. I'd like to talk you through it, but towards the end of this video, I'm going to tell you why I am not going to buy it. Now, very first couple of things. Very big open world game. 21 regions. They are absolutely massive. One of the things that Ubisoft has done and played smart is by putting the entire map in the beta so people can have a bit of a look. Now, you can't play all of it, but getting an idea for the size of the game has probably swayed some people. Now, there's 21 different regions that you can traverse, and I think that, before I forget, like a value for money perspective for the consumer is probably going to be that you will get your value for money. So you're going to have a lot of different regions to work in, hopefully very diverse. Now, in some of the marketing media which I've seen in the past couple of weeks, and in fact at the start of this beta, you've got like a snow type area, you've got a country area, there's a jungle area, there's sort of shantytown areas. So that environment diversity is probably going to be pretty important to this game because it's going to be so big. So it's probably something that the Division sort of suffered from. I don't think personally that it did, but other people did. So hopefully that's going to add to people's experience and give them a change of pace and a change of environment, which is going to give them longevity in the game. So it's probably another big one is character customization and weapon customization. So there's a lot more customization in the characters than there was in something like the Division. You could probably spend an hour doing it. You could change everything from the head to the shoulders and torso, the legs, the feet, the way the eyes are, the hair, everything. So there's a lot more room to make your character your own. And that's probably a really good thing. And that also applies to the weapons. So, you know what? The weapon customization part is good this time around. I feel like there is a better growth in the system itself, and I can actually make something mine. Probably the other part that goes, sort of hand in hand with that is the skill tree points. So every time you level up, you get a skill point, and you can sort of increase your skills to better play the game. Now, I'm going to move into the controls quickly. In fact, before I do that, I'm going to point this out. This was something visually that really irritated me. When the car was stationary, I could see the shadow of the tree popping or turning on and off. Really annoyed me. But anyway, moving on. Controls. Really didn't like the helicopter controls. Cars are okay. Sounds to helicopters are really good. A real thump around the helicopter. Cars, yeah, pretty standard. The character itself, though, like when we're playing like this, a bit disconnected. Now, I've worked out one of the reasons for me personally. This view here, where we're looking at the character, I don't see all that much of the character. And even when I'm standing up, it's like I sort of see from that quadricep area and below. When you look at the Division, it's like you can almost see all of their leg. So I never really feel like I've actually got the whole character on the map there. I feel like the character's actually a bit further back towards me and the camera, and I think that affects the way that the controls work. I don't feel like I'm really connected to that environment at this point in time. So from what the beta's shown, we've seen a lot of different mission structures. We've seen main story missions and side missions. So XP, and one of the big things about this one is you're going to be able to go at it with three of your friends or by yourself. So that's probably a really big selling point to this game. Now, all those things are great, but I don't want to buy it. And this is the reason why I don't want to buy it. At the core of it, for me, right here, is like, I don't feel connected to this game. I think the game's way too big. And I think that if there were 100 different elements that this game has been built on, all of those elements have been completed to 50%. None of them... Oh, look at this guy. He's stuck. But anyway, none of the elements feel like they're up to that 85% level completion. They don't feel thorough. It feels like it's all there. It's really big, but the size is what this has really gone for. When you look at the Division, though, they've only done sort of like 30 or 40 elements, but they've completed them to like 85%, and it feels solid. It feels decent. So, like, no matter how hard I tried with this game, I just always felt disconnected with it. And, I don't know, even the story was just a bit, I don't know, didn't appeal. But when I look at this, and I think, holy shit, if this ever happened, this this here is how it would happen. My God, this thing is incredible. So going back to Wildlands, it's like, I feel like it's Far Cry 4. And whenever you're driving through areas in Far Cry 4, there's like a radio and there's some dudes doing some stuff. And it feels very made up. It doesn't feel authentic. It feels like it's been coded. With The Division, I don't get that feeling. When I see people come up to me and they want something, I'm like, here you go. When I'm taking out people, there's structure to the AI. I don't get that with Wildlands, and therefore, I don't think it's going to work that well. One of the big problems that I had in the closed beta when I played it was the fact that I jumped in with some randoms and they just ran off and did whatever they want. There was no communication. So when they did that, I think they broke the very core of the game, and that is that you play it as a team and you play it tactically. You give people roles and you do it. You exercise your communication skills and you plot something out. Now, with that not happening in that game and that mechanic not working, I think Wildlands is broken. I also like the fact that this has got PvE and PvP in it, all in the one place. So that's why I'm not going to buy Ghost Recon Wildlands, guys. I've run out of time. I've gone overtime yet again. I just love this game. My God, it looks unreal. But anyway, guys, let me know what you think. You going to pick it up or not? Got to run. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, enjoy PlayStation gaming.